Hi everybody, Andrew here with the Bruner Fishing Posse YouTube channel. In this episode, we go diving for crawfish in West Grand Traverse Bay in Traverse City, Michigan. Afterwards, we have a delicious crawfish boil. If you enjoy family outdoor adventures, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and thank you so much for watching. All right, here we are anchored out at Power Island in West Grand Traverse Bay, and we are about to go crawfish diving. Hopefully we'll have a great catch and cook that we can show you guys. All right, just got back from diving around. Here's an example of what a rusty crawfish looks like. They're an invasive species in the Great Lakes, so they're not great to have around, but at this point there's not a whole lot we can actually do about it now. On the plus side, they're fantastic eating. All right, after the first dive, we got a nice bunch of crawfish right here. All these are rusties. Absolutely fantastic eating. I'm gonna try to get some underwater footage here shortly. There we go, that's a nice one. Beauty. There we go. Nice rusty. All right, after switching to the new spot and doing a couple more dives, we have a really nice mess of them going in there. Good sized crawfish. These should be absolutely fantastic for a crawfish boil. Beauties, West Grand Traverse Bay, and that's just from flipping a bunch of rocks. All right, here's the crawfish that we caught out of West Grand Traverse Bay. What I like to do when I get home is put cold water in a cooler and put the crawfish in it for several hours to allow them to excrete anything extra out of their system, and that helps improve the taste. All right, we are now preparing for the crawfish boil. We have sausage, fresh chopped lemon, garlic, corn on the cob, potatoes fresh out of the garden, onion fresh out of the garden, and crab boil, which works absolutely fantastic on crawfish. So we're keeping it simple today just because the kids are a little bit picky, but this should turn out absolutely fantastic. What we do is we boil everything here first, and then we remove that from the water, and then after that we add the crawfish to it. So stay tuned, we're gonna get cooking. All right, we're gonna start off by whisking in the crawfish boil. So we'll get that in here and get that to a rolling boil. We're gonna start dropping the ingredients in there, as far as all the sausage and vegetables and everything like that. Yep. Here you go, perfect.
Now the lemon?
Yep. Carefully drop it in. Perfect, you lower it in with a spoon, that works great. Perfect. Perfect. Toss the lemon in there. Look at that. And lastly, the garlic cloves. And we'll get that boiling and get all our starches cooked here and sausage. And then once this is all cooked, we're gonna take it out and then we're gonna add the crawfish in. And we'll cook those for about 3 minutes. After that, we just add some ice and it's done. All right, after letting the crawfish excrete everything out of their systems in the clean water overnight, we just gave them a clean rinse and they are ready to cook now. So as soon as those vegetables are done, we're gonna get those out of the boiling water and then we're gonna add these crawfish in for 3 minutes. All right, everything's at a rolling boil now. And you can see all the corn and potatoes and onions are all cooking down, sausage. So once everything here is all cooked, we'll take that out, put that over here on some paper towel, and then we'll throw the crawfish in. All right, the sausage is done, so we're gonna remove that first. All right, next we're gonna remove the corn. All right, and lastly, we wanna remove the potatoes. And lastly, we're gonna put in the crawfish. So we'll show you what these look like as soon as they're done cooking after 3 minutes. All right, so it's only been a couple minutes so far. And as you can see, they are a beautiful reddish color. And that's indicating that these are probably getting close to done cooking. So one of the most crucial things for a crawfish boil is after the crawfish is fully cooked, after just 3 or 4 minutes, dumping ice in here to get the temperature down as promptly as possible so that we don't overcook the crayfish. So in a minute here, we're gonna dunk a whole bunch of ice in here and get that temperature down and then let it soak for about 15 or 20 minutes before eating. All right, so it's been 3 minutes and we are going to cut the heat and pour this bowl of ice in here to get the temperature down as promptly as possible. So we're gonna start cooling that temperature down. And we want to do that rapidly without splashing that boiling water. All right, so I dumped all that ice in there and we're gonna let that cool the crawfish as quickly as possible, and they're gonna soak up all that Cajun seasoning. That's where you get the flavor. As you can see here, the ice is mostly melted and neutralized the temperature of the water. So over the next 15 or 20 minutes, these crawfish are gonna soak up all that Cajun spice flavor, and they are going to be absolutely fantastic eating. There we have it, a beautiful crawfish boil. Corn, sausage, we have some butter for the corn, fresh potatoes out of the garden, and of course the crawfish that we caught diving on West Grand Traverse Bay in Traverse City, Michigan yesterday. What a fantastic summer northern Michigan meal. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe.